Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. You know, in one of my earlier versions of the bench, I mentioned that one of my objectives for this year was to improve my video production by keeping myself centered. You may have noticed some of my videos, I've also added a second view on the final reveal, like I'm doing with this Chevelle panel. That's all about motion. Believe it or not, our eyes get kind of bored. They need changing input. You can introduce motion in lots of ways, like this pan and zoom I'm doing with this Ferrari, which is very common among documentaries. I want to add more motion to my videos, so we'll see. On Friday, I'll be publishing a resto mod of this Matchbox Model A panel van. I've done this one before, and I'll tell you, it's a fun casting, so I'll gladly do it again if the opportunity presents itself. I wanted to invite anyone who wants to join me in building a car to celebrate the Daytona 500 to send me a glamour shot, and I'd gladly do a recap. I've been working on this Mercury Cyclone. I had to fill in this grate they had on the hood, and I have some NASCAR-type real riders for it. The decals are on the way. There's a couple of group builds coming up. The Four Horsemen at the end of the month with their exotic car event with Matchbox Mark as the guest horse. And of course, the Diecast International Builders are having everyone paint red cars in February, and I'll have more on these later. I always called Nebraska, Iowa the sequel. It's twice as long and no better than the original. But for me, going west meant head south to Des Moines and take a right on 80. Most of Nebraska is broad and flat, but there are areas with hills and curves. It was on such a road that I found myself. Did I mention it was dark? This dark went on for miles. There was no moon. I don't know how long, and I lost cell service, so I had no idea where I was. I was dead reckoning my way through some kind of surrealistic Gilligan's Island experience with no phone, no light, no motor car, and certainly no towns. Then I came over a hill and I saw this oasis. I went in and bought food and drink and tucked myself in between some tractor trailers, and I slept until the sun came up, when I found I was about a half a mile from the freeway on-ramp.